Welcome to a new series of videos. I'll be answering questions from viewers as I commute through the city. This will be a long series of videos because my commute is about 30 minutes and I'll try and break them up into 5-minute clips. A few are going to spill over, but I want to keep them relatively short. The way I'm going to handle this series is by taking in specific questions from comments either on YouTube, Instagram, or Reddit. And unlike many other videos, I'm going to try and get right to the answer from the get-go instead of keeping you all on a cliffhanger until the very end. After I answer the question, I'll go ahead and spend the remaining time explaining my answer. If you don't want to listen, you can go ahead and mute me and enjoy the rest of the video. So today's video is dedicated to It's Mark, Just Mark. He asks, quote, "Is that a rockered setup? What do you think of 3-wheel rockered versus 4-wheel rockered versus flat setup for inline city skating?" The quick answer to that is a natural rocker or a high-low rocker, and I like using a rockered 3x setup for commuting. So let me explain. First, let's talk about rockering, specifically banana rocker, and then I'll go over high-low rocker. So 4x80 banana rocker is my absolute favorite, and I will always choose this over any other setup because it allows me to be extremely nimble, and it allows me to skate in ways that a flat setup could never compare to. They say that once you go rockered, you'll never go back, and that's true for the most part. So banana rocker sounds great, but it's not all that great. Stability is a big one that people bring up, but that only applies when you're going really fast, such as flying down a hill. If you stay within the 20 mph range, you'll be perfectly fine. The other downside of the banana rocker is that you'll expend a little bit more energy to move, and you may wear out your anterior tibialis if you're unfamiliar with using that muscle or depending on how you position your frames. Now we have the high-low, but I'll describe this strictly as a 3-wheel setup because I've never used a 4x80 high-low. You may correct me if I'm wrong, but the high-low setup is more of a hockey setup, built for athletes to be on their toes and use the power of their quadricep muscles. It allows for speed, power, and acceleration. I use them differently though. Rather than being on the front 2 wheels, I sit on the back 2 wheels to use my glutes and hamstrings throughout my strides. The hamstrings are stabilizing muscles that are built for endurance. So why use them over the quadriceps, which are built for power? Well, in most of my athletes and clients that I train, the strength ratio between their quadriceps and hamstrings are way out of balance, leading to knee pain, muscle strains, and other injuries. I use skating as a way to train my hamstrings, so that they have both the strength and endurance to support the movements of my quadriceps. That is indeed their purpose. And when I decide I need absolute power, I shift my gears into the front wheels and I use my quads. So what about wheels? 3 or 4? For commuting, I like 3, and for everything else, 4. As I've discussed previously, my main setup is a 4x80 banana rocker. For commuting, I'm traveling up to 30 miles an hour over bumps, cracks, potholes, debris. I like using rockered, but banana rocker on a 3-wheel setup will unnecessarily strain my anterior tibialis. Therefore, I use a high-low rocker on my 3 wheels. Bigger wheels in the back and middle, smaller in the front. Okay, but why? I use a short 243mm frame for both my 3-wheel frames and 4-wheel frames. A 3-wheel setup with the same frame length implies that I'm going to have to use bigger wheels. The bigger wheels can't fit as closely together as the 80mm wheels can, so as a result, the wheels are spaced out more, making them less nimble than the 4x80 banana rocker. This is because the contact points of the wheels are further away. So, I get more stability. I get to keep my rockered, and I get bigger wheels. Problem solved. I can go fast, roll over things more safely, and I have some level of rocker to keep my feet happy. Well, I hope this answered your question, Mark. If anyone has any other questions, there are plenty of videos for me to upload, which means there are plenty of topics to cover. Drop a question in the comments below or visit my Instagram. Thank you very much for watching.